Hi guys, so if you haven't suspected it already, I am quite a motivated person. I get a huge rush of excitement and energy and enthusiasm from having dreams, from having goals, from having lists of things that I want to achieve and accomplish for myself. And I think if we don't have those goals, we can very easily drift through life and just feel a little bit stuck. But when we can set some incredible goals for ourselves that we're really passionately committed to and feel capable of achieving and have the right strategies and headspace and game plan behind us, we give our lives a greater sense of meaning and control and direction and overall happiness. Now, I want you guys to make 2017 an incredible one, no matter what your dreams and goals are. I want to try and help you create your own tools and strategies and ideas and brainstorming suggestions so that you give your goals the best chance of being achieved. Now, don't get me wrong, there are plenty of goals that I set for myself that I don't even come close to achieving. And that's actually okay, because that gives me a great opportunity to look within myself, see where I went wrong, what I misunderstood, what I need to do to then achieve those goals. And exceptional growth comes from that period or that process. So again, they are blessings in disguise. Now, as I said, I wanted this to be an incredible year for you. And I think the setting of goals is, people underestimate how hard it is actually to achieve those goals. It's very easy for us to set these really bland and generic goals and then get distracted, lose motivation, or just let it just drop to the wayside and we drift through the year. That's not going to happen to you anymore. When you are, as I said, committed to those goals, it won't happen. But you need to understand how to set those goals so that you do ignite that excitement and that passion and that determination within yourself. Now, to try and connect to those goals, this is a really important process. I do not want you to ever again set boring goals. I don't want to hear you guys set plans like, I want to lose weight, or I want to meet the perfect partner, or I want to save X dollars. That's not good enough. You are much more creative and powerful in achieving and setting yourself a better desire and path for yourself. Now, I recently was given a workbook, and it was actually created by another YouTuber, and I will link all of the details in the description box below so you can check this out for yourself. And she's actually an amazing YouTuber. She's been very inspiring for me personally, and she has a lot of videos on minimalism, which you guys know I'm really passionate about. Now, her workbook, and as I said, I'll put the description links I'll put the links in the description box below. But her workbook takes you through a process where before you set your goals, you actually stop and look back and reflect from what you achieved and what you didn't achieve in 2016. And she focuses on not just the tangible things, but the intangible things, because they are just as important. Yes, that's great that you may have saved X dollars. That's amazing, well done. But what about the growth that you experience as a person? What about your ability to become a more patient person or a more compassionate person? Those are really valuable, important things that you've achieved that are not measurable, and you definitely need to stop and take the time and acknowledge yourself and give yourself a really good pat on the back so you can continue on taking that into 2017. So through her workbook, and you can get a downloadable version, and I've actually printed mine because I connect with pen to paper, so I guess not very great, not good for the environment, but this is the way that I work, and that's the most important thing. So she takes you through and asks you some really powerful questions, and some of these questions, and I'll even share with you some of my answers, but she asks you, what are you most proud of? What were your highlights? What worked? What didn't work? Things that, the things that you learnt. Like, things I learnt for myself in 2016 is that I really love growing as a person. I also learned that I can only take on so much. I have a bad habit of saying yes to everything, and I've got to stop doing that. I also learned that I've got to be stricter with Rocco. I have a rubber arm with him, and he's old enough now for me to have some stronger boundaries in place, and I need to sort of enforce those. I also realized I'm a lot more capable than I realized, and I also realized and learnt for 2016, I need to be very careful of who I let into my life. Talks about like things that evolved in your life, the people that made a difference in your life. And again, this was really powerful because there are people in my life that I wouldn't say I took for granted, but this question made me stop and realize and acknowledge they're a lot more important to me than I actually realized. People, the girlfriends of mine that give the support and friendship, they're reliable, they help me get sense of clarity. The friends of mine that challenge me and contribute to my own growth, the friends that inspire me and motivate me. So asking those questions, again, very important. She also asks you about the joyous moments of 2016, and again, it's not until someone asks you these things that you actually stop and have these powerful conversations with yourself, which are so important, especially when you're going to be setting new goals for yourself, things that you're grateful for. She then goes on, once you've done the processing of the previous year, which also gives you a lot of, a sense of gratitude, which is a very powerful emotion, but also setting a theme for 2017. And my theme for 2017 is great achievements. So she asks you these really powerful questions that actually work out what goals do you really want to achieve, because sometimes we set, as I said, we set these generic ones that we're not really that passionate about, and if you're not passionate about that particular goal, it won't the likelihood of achieving that goal is very slim. So don't waste your precious energy trying to achieve something if you're not going to embrace the journey and the challenges and the roller coaster in trying to achieve that goal. So she, I guess, sieves out who you really are and what is really important to you, and very powerful in this process. She asks you things like, what can I do to live my theme, and things that again, it's not until you even though it might float around in your head, it's not until you actually put pen to paper or say it out loud that you realize it. So I realized I need more balance in my life. I need to be more organized, I need to get better at delegating, I need to value my quality time more, and I need to get stricter with maintaining my routine, because that's how I get stuff done. She asks you things like, what do you want to invite into your life? How do you want to feel? Like for me, and that's, I want to feel happy, I want to feel a sense of achievement, I want to feel greater stability and tranquility, and continue on my, health and fitness goals and my sense of clarity. She asks you things of what you want to let go of in 2017. And for me, these are, I'll even share them with you because they're quite personal, but I want to be less anxious. I want to let go of my trust issues. I want to eat less junk food. And when I say junk food, I'm talking about chocolate because I eat so much of that. And I want to make sure I try and get to bed earlier, particularly on the weekend. She has a creative process that she goes through. And I have seen this before through a TED Talk, but it's where you draw where you are right now and where you want to be. And because it triggers, a different side of your brain, again, you feel so much more open and motivated and inspired to really understand more of who you are and what you're all about. So talks about vision boards and how to do them. And then she goes into my 5 favorite pillars of setting goals, and that is a health goal, relationship goal, intellectual goal, financial goal, and spiritual goal, and helps you through the whole entire process so that you are setting for yourself a meaningful, valuable goals for 2017. She then goes on to talk about things that you need to do to help achieve those things. So, and what you need to do to create the year that you want for 2017. And it makes you list activities that you want to do. And I'll share with you some of these. I really want to learn how to play chess. I want to get better at Italian. And she asks you what makes you feel alive. And, this for me is meditation, seeing my friends, getting up early, going for dips in the ocean. Again, a lot of it's connected to feelings, because those feelings are going to give you the focus and motivation to not only set those goals but remain committed to them throughout the year. And it really is a great workbook. Now, what I love about this workbook is that it's a workbook. It's not a book that's going to take you 3 weeks to read. I read this on a plane flight which took an hour and a half, and that was great. So it actually got me into the right headspace. And she recommends you review this every month. Now, I've actually been reviewing it every week, and which has been great because I am continuously adding more and more points to these workbooks. So I think I'm even feeling more motivated than what I did when I first worked on this workbook. So if you're looking at setting some great goals for yourself and you're planning on an amazing 2017, I highly recommend checking out her website. I've put the link in the description box below. And I look forward to hearing how you think you're going with your goals, because as I said, I want this 2017 to be an incredible year for all of us, and to really bond and share with each other how we're going, how we're able to help ourselves, and how we're able to help other people around us. And on that note, I'm going to read you this powerful mantra that she's written. And I think this is something everybody should do, read as often as they can, even if it means saving it in your phone and reading it if you're feeling down in the dumps. And Rocco even drew on the back of it for me. But it says, you put your name in here. I, Canna Grace Campbell. I am radiant. I'm powerful. I'm passion. I'm worthy. I am love. I am light. I am magical. I am incredible. And I am wildly beautiful. So things like that are going to help you increase your confidence and self-esteem so that you can be the best person that you can possibly be in achieving your goals. I think this is definitely a worthwhile investment. So as I said, description is in the link is in the description box below. It's about $30 US for the downloadable version, and I think $50 US for the hard copy. But as I said, I look forward to hearing from you, and please let me know what you think and how you're tracking. And I'll be doing more videos on motivation and inspiration, but this is definitely a fantastic starting place. I'll see you on Money Monday. Ciao for now. Bye.